today we're going to be talking about the Smith Wesson Equalizer. My name is Eric, and this is Brunswick Firearms Reviews. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. So this is the Smith Wesson Equalizer. These just came out, I believe, this past November is when they released them. So this is how it comes. This is straight from the factory, just a regular old cardboard Smith & Wesson box. That's how they come. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to go ahead, open it up, front flap. So as you can see, everything's kind of tight in here. So let's jump in and make sure that the gun is unloaded. Always safety first. Even though this came from the factory, we know it's unloaded, but we should always treat every gun as if it is loaded, even if we think it's unloaded or even know it's unloaded. So let's go ahead and get it out. You can see it comes wrapped up here. So we're going to take it out. You can see there is a plug in here to show that it's unloaded, but we're still going to check. So we're going to rack it back. We're going to remove the plug, put it in the box. We're going to look, feel, remove magazine. Everything's clear, so we are clear and safe. So let's go ahead, put it all back together. Let's see. So first thing I notice is this does have a very good grip. There's quite a bit of grip on this thing. You can see here. So it really, you can feel it in your hand really well. That's the very first thing. I like that. Does have mag release combs on the right hand side, and these are reversible, so you can reverse that mag release to the other side if you would like. Looks like it's got the grip safety. So the idea of this is that this gun cannot fire unless your hand is physically on this grip or this mechanism is pressed inwards all the way in. So this kind of intimidates some people. I hear some people say they don't like it because that's another thing they got to think about when they're going to shoot a gun. However, I can tell you, when you put your hand on the gun, on the grip, and you get ready to fire, you're automatically going to press that in without not even thinking about it. It's going to happen. So it's actually not a bad feature. It doesn't hinder your shooting or anything like that. Looks like the slide release, left hand side. One thing I noticed when I was clearing this gun making sure that it was clear and safe was the racking system of this is really easy. I bet you I could probably do it. Yep, I could use 2 fingers and rack this gun. So it seems to be that Smith & Wesson had the Easy Shield, which were 8 rounds coming, 380, a 9mm, then they eventually came out with a 30 Super. It seems to be that this platform, this racking system, is built off of that platform. They were designed to be easy, to easily rack these guns. They're great for people that's maybe lost a little strength in their hands from arthritis, or maybe even just their age. Getting older, you start losing strength. So these are, I really like that. Also on top, you can see this firearm is optic ready. So basically you would pull the 2 screws, pull the plate, and then your optic would sit in there. Of course, you can get different size plates if you would need them. So it is optic ready. These sights can be replaced. They are just 3 white dot sights. Looks like you can adjust for windage, not elevation on these, but they do sell some great aftermarket sights as well. You can get some fiber optics, all kinds of stuff, night sights. So they can be replaced on these guns. Another thing I noticed that I really like is these, I don't know if you can see on the video, but the serrations, front and back. They are wider. They're a little bit wider than a lot of your serrations on firearms. And they're also a little deeper, which really, when you put your hands on there, you can really feel, it really helps to grip out a lot. So I really like that feature. So let's see, let's go in. We're going to remove the mag and see what we've got here. This is a 13 round mag, so it comes with that. But I believe we'll check in the box here. Yes, there is a 15 round mag that comes with it, which is also a lot longer. Extension, oops, sorry about that, put it in. You can see how much longer that is. And then there should be one more in here. Let's go ahead and look. Yes, there is another one. Now this one is only going to be a 10 rounder. So it comes with a 10, a 13, and a 15 round mag. All of them come with this. So the 10 rounder actually makes it a lot shorter. You can see the grip gets shorter. So it makes it a little bit easier for concealment if you do conceal carry. Or if you're traveling through states that don't allow more than 10 rounds, that's a great magazine. The 13 is a, you can see that's the one it shipped in. And then this one is, I mean, it really makes it, you can actually see the grip is longer farther down. So that one is really a lot longer. Probably would be using this at the range, not necessarily for carrying, but the 13 is a kind of a medium. I kind of like the 13. I don't think that would be bad to carry. So that's a great little feature. Let's see. I want to see how, let's see how it is taking the top off. You can see on the side here for breakdown, you just turn this down. As you can see, turned it down 90 degrees. This slide should come off now. Pull the trigger. There we go. So let's put that back. I want to try that one more time. So we're going to pull the slide back. Put the slide stop in. We're going to turn this mechanism right here 90 degrees straight down, as you can see. So the reason why I'm doing it again, I just wanted to check this out again because it had a little, when it was coming, the slide was coming down to come off, it kind of, there's a point there where there's some resistance, I guess. So you can see it's kind of resistance. So you have to kind of really push forward on that a little bit and then it'll come off. So just wanted to check that out again. Nice and clean here, not too over lubed. Sometimes firearms come too lubed from the factories. And so I always recommend taking them down, field stripping them. You know, make sure there's not too much lube in them. If there is, wipe them down. If there is too much, or if there's not enough lube, of course you would lube the gun. But this one, let's see. So the barrel and stuff, fairly easy to come out. So it's got a little lube on it, not too bad. I probably would wipe that down a little bit. As you can see on my finger, a little dirty there, which is odd, probably from the test firing. So let's put that back. Now let's see this. You can see it's kind of like an oval shape. So you can see on the barrel here, it's got it's kind of like an oval shape on the bottom. So one side would be pointing down in that. So, and it would sit in there just like that. All right, now let's see how easy it is to put it completely back on. Okay, so I see something right off the bat here on the back. There is you can see the slot that it has to line up in. You can be slightly off and it hits it, so it will not close. So you have to kind of eyeball that, make sure that lines up just like that right here, and then it'll slide in. So be careful with that, because keep on hitting that when you're trying to put it on. For instance, like that's hitting it right now. So it will eventually start scarring the back and possibly damage this mechanism. So then you would push it all the way back, put the slide stop in place, and then just turn this back, come forward again. She's ready to go. And what we'll do, I've got some snap caps here so we don't damage the firing pin in this thing from dry firing. These things are really nice. Basically, it's just looks like a bullet. It is not a real bullet. It's not loaded. There's a spring on the inside. Right there in the center is where the firing pin of the gun would hit. And that is a spring load in here, so it would actually absorb that momentum of that firing pin from preventing damage to the firing pin. So let's go ahead and put one in here. A little stiff. That's a heavy spring on. Boy, that's really stiff. Just so you know. Wow. Let's see. There is a speed loader. Actually, very good speed loader. Wow, this is probably one of the better speed loaders I've seen that come free with the firearm. These things are great, and I'll show you exactly how this works as well while we're here. So basically, you're going to take your magazine. You're going to sit it there. There's a little flap right here. That flap is going to go, the bullet is facing this way to my left, your right of the screen. You're going to squeeze it together. You can see how you can squeeze it. You're going to squeeze it, hold it there, put it on top of that bullet. It's going to press that bullet down just like that. So we're going to sit it on the table, press it down, drop your bullet in just like that. And then you let go, this will open up just like that. And she's loaded. These things are great. Love them. All right, so let's put it in here. I want to see what kind of trigger pull we have on these. We're going to go ahead and rack that one in place. So now we have the snap cap loaded in the chamber here. Let's see what kind of trigger pull that we have, how long, how stiff. All right, so here we go. Very short, very short. Short pull, not a very heavy pull. The total length of the pull is actually pretty short. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna let her go and see. I still got it squeezed, so now I'm gonna let it go for a fast reset. So the reset, I mean, this is a nice trigger. The trigger pull, the release for rapid firing. This is a great trigger. It's short both ways, so it's not very long either way. So you can really get some rapid shots off with this thing, which is nice, especially when you got a 15-round magazine that comes with it. All right, so father inspection. Let's go ahead and get the last snap cap out. Release her down. Have it here, so I'm gonna put these away so I don't lose them. So I think the trigger is really nice on that. Really, really, really like that. So yeah, overall, great gun. We have Picatinny rail on the bottom, as you can see right here. So you can put a laser or a flashlight or a combo on that if you would like to. Let's see what else we got here in the box. It does come with a lock. So the lock, you would actually open the gun, put the slide stop in place. You can go two ways. You can drop the magazine out, and you can turn the key. One side of this will come off, so it'll open up, and you can actually put it back down, straight down through the magazine well. So it would kind of go through like that. This would actually go through it and down at the bottom, and you can lock your gun, or you could run it through the barrel, and it would come, through here and out the barrel, and then lock it back. So it kind of looked like that. So either way, you can lock that gun up. So pretty cool. Comes with two keys, so you can leave one at the house and one on your keychain if you like. So when you go into the gun range and stuff. Let's see what else we have. One thing I want to point out with Smith & Wesson, this is very important. When you purchase a firearm from Smith & Wesson, you only have 10 days to activate your warranty. It's very important that you do that. You got two ways of doing it. You can go in and fill this card out, and then you can, of course, send it back to Smith & Wesson, or you can go to smithandwesson.com. You can see right here, it is on the front of this, and you can actually activate your warranty through their website a little quicker. So to do that, you must have a receipt from the store that you bought the gun. So make sure they give you a receipt so you can activate that warranty. And let's see here. And of course we have the manual that comes through. Nice little pictures that show you stuff and caution things, how to clean, how to break it down, take it down, shoot, load, unload. Everything's covered in there. So that's great there. So, all right, so it looks like we are down to the end here. So overall, I would say I'm really impressed with this firearm by Smith & Wesson. I believe it's one of their better ones they came out with, especially a great little carry gun, easy rack, great trigger pull, light pull, not a real light pull, medium pull, but it's a short pull and short release for speed shooting. So I really think this is a great firearm by Smith & Wesson. Price points, you can see them all over the board. Mid fours up to just over $5, depending on the website store that you're at. You can view these at our store if you'd like, brunswickfirearms.com. We do have them on there, and you can see the price as well, what we sell these at. Also, I just want to point out, you may have noticed in the video here, there's no thumb safety. So this gun was ordered with no thumb safety. You can get these with safeties if you like. With the ones that do come with the thumb safeties, they are ambidextrous, so they will have safety points on both sides, so you can be right or left-handed. And of course, like I said earlier in the video, you can flip the mag release to the other side, so you could turn this into a left-hander's gun. Currently, it's set up for a right-hander. But anyways, great gun. Check them out. Appreciate you guys watching.